Well, it's not just us that think it's a good idea, Emma. The HMIC report that we discussed on this programme many months ago.
But why is it a good idea? Just explain to me how it'll help children in this country.
Well, we would argue that it will help to protect our children. At the moment, we know far too often a blind eye has been turned to abuse. And this piece, the suggested piece of legislation, is just a small gap in our child protection.
And why would people no longer turn a blind eye if it was mandatory to report it?
Well, for everything I've heard and read, there's a lot of confusion, certainly with professionals, as to do I or don't I? And often it's the reputation of the institution they're working at that seems to be the priority, or their careers. I mean, not very many weeks ago on your programme, you were talking about the woman who lost her job after whistleblowing. And in this country, whistleblowers are looked down on as people who are troublesome. But actually, whistleblowers, I think, are people who deserve a medal by and large. And at NAPAC, you know, we hear from survivors every day about the devastation caused. And many of us were abused in institutions, schools, etc., where had we had this kind of legislation a long time ago, then it would have been second nature for the people to report it and for something to be done.
It sounds, Annie, let's bring you into this debate now, that it would clear up this grey area and it would make a huge difference. I mean, that's something that we should be applauding, shouldn't we?
Well, I think the first thing we have to say is that we need to look at whether or not this would in fact protect children better.
So why are you doubtful? Tell me why you don't like this
because
idea.
there is very, very clear statutory guidance from central government which requires professionals to act on concerns about abuse and neglect and to report them.
So why are people
to the
turning a
due
blind
authorities.
eye still, as Peter's just suggested?
Well, I mean, I think that there clearly have been instances in the past where that's been the case. I think that we have moved on hugely in terms of our child protection system in this country, and indeed, notwithstanding the fact that there are still improvements we want to make.
Have we, Peter? Let's bring you back.
I do disagree with Annie there. Our colleagues at the NSPCC will tell you that 1 in 4 children in this country is abused every year. The Council of Europe recently gave figures of 1 in 5 children across Europe are sexually abused. It is still a massive, massive problem.